Türkiye'nin bir numaralı gençlik kanalı Number One TV'de Home Sinema'ya bir DVD programına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Sizlere yeni çıkan filmleri tanıtacağız, klasik filmlerle tanıştıracağız. Özel dosyamızı açıp sizleri filmlerin, o çok beğendiğiniz filmlerin kamera arkasına götüreceğiz. Bu hafta aynı zamanda çok da basit bir sorumuz var DVD filmleri kazanmanız için. Ama hemen programımıza son bir haftanın en çok seyredilen 10 DVD filminin geri sayımıyla başlıyoruz. Number One TV Home Sinema'da bu haftanın yeni çıkan filmi. Hint filmlerini seviyorsanız aslında tam size göre bir film. Çok renkli bir film. Konusu da çok renkli. Sizleri 1893 yılına götürüyorlar. Bir küçük Hint kasabasına götürüyorlar. Gerçi bu kasabada İngilizlerin hakimiyeti var. Ve bu kasabada kan dökülmeden bir savaş hikayesini, bir aşk hikayesini izleyeceksiniz. Film çok başarılı, çok da başarılı bir yönetmeni var. Hatta bu başarısı şöyle kanıtlanmış. 2002 yılında en iyi yabancı film Oscar'ı dalında adaydı. Kazanamadı ama adaylığı bile büyük bir başarı. Bu hafta yeni çıktı. Hemen Home Sinema'da tanımaya başlıyoruz. Number One TV Home Sinema'da şimdi özel dosyamızı açacağız. Çok keyifli bir özel dosya seyredeceksiniz çünkü filmimiz çok özel. Mission Impossible 2. Tam bir aksiyon filmi. Başrolünde Tom Cruise var. John Woo'nun filmi ve bu filmin kamera arkası gerçekten çok ilginç ki bu DVD'de çok özel dosyalara ulaşmanız mümkün. John Woo aynı zamanda bu filmle beraber kendine özel bir stil yaratmış durumda. Tek bir sahneyi birçok farklı kamerayla, farklı açılarla çekiyor ve bu stil birçok yönetmen tarafından taklit edildi aynı zamanda. Şimdi bu nefis filmin kamera arkası görüntüleriyle özel dosyamıza başlıyoruz.
When you're making one of these movies, everyone, you sit down, you go, okay, what do I think is cool? I love motorcycles. Then you see what John Woo does with a motorcycle.
I have a pretty good instinct about action.
It's got everything. It really has. It has stuff that I haven't seen before.
You can see Tom climbing a mountain, hanging from a mountain.
My breath was taken away. I've never seen anything so dangerous, so exciting. It really is. It's unbelievable. He wanted to do something crazy, something he had never done before.
I've always wanted to climb, and I love climbing.
To do what he's done in just this short, brief introduction with climbing, and then get out on like a 600, 800-foot cliff.
John was so nervous that I might plummet to my death, and then he would be held responsible for that. And I don't blame him.
I kept sweating and so much worry. I was so scared.
When we were down on the wall, just us two, he goes, "This is great. I can't believe this. Look at the views." You're thinking maybe he's gonna be more nervous, but is my rope okay? And it's not. He's got into it.
Tom actually did the climb himself. The rope is just a safety if he were to fall, which he didn't.
And I've never had a problem with heights. As a kid, anytime I get to the edge, I want to jump off. I don't know what it is. It's subconscious. I don't want to kill myself. I want to fly.
Nobody, even the best repeller, couldn't drop full speed and stop 4 inches from the camera, which is what we had Tom Cruise do.
It was a pretty high jump. It looks pretty scary.
It's fun.
He enjoys the thrill of it. He gets a kick out of it, so yeah, he likes it.
Here we go. Ready, and 3, 2, 1, drop!
That's fun.
He jumped right to the camera. His face almost smashed into the lens.
Do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do one more. I'll do one more. One more.
It feels like a free fall. You don't even feel yourself stopping until the bitter end.
This should be the MI2 ride.
When you see the film, it would have been less a film if he hadn't actually done his rock climbing stuff and his, jumps.
I want to make it exciting for him. I want to scare him. I want to thrill him, and I think that that adds to it.
You want to do something like Bruce Lee? I said, great. That's what I good at.
The action is raw action. John Woo spent a lot of time studying and watched how I walked and the way I moved. So he designed the sequences around what I could physically do.
He does these amazing kicks, flies through the air and smacks me in the chest and in the face, and then I just get up and punch him. He did it, and he did it very beautiful and strong. Fight scene was great fun to do. Beating up Tom Cruise is terrific. I caught him a couple of times in his six-pack.
It's fun. That's why you want to make these movies. You know, you get to roll around and get to do these wild things. There are elements to this that, you know, John Woo really pushed the edge.
John's designed a lot of action in this picture that people have never seen.
John brings a lot of energy. Everything about what he loves to do is he loves to move the camera, he loves to introduce as much energy and as many shots into the sequence as he can.
That's why he's the man. He's the Woo.
I've been in stunts for 20 years, and definitely there's no one that does even close to the amount of stunt work that Tom does. He's very good at it.
He's very athletic. He really has an understanding of physical action.
He did it just like dancing, you know. Sometimes it looked pretty easy to him.
There were certain things where you have to physically be up to it, but it worked out. You know, it really worked out. I'm still here.
Number One TV Home Sinema'da bu haftanın bir başka yeni filmi Haydut. Haydut'un başrol oyuncusu Bruce Willis. Çok başarılı bir oyuncu. Bu bir banka soygununu konu ediyor ama o klasik banka soygunlarından biri değil. Zaten film hem macera filmi hem de komedi filmi. Tek bir tanesi istiyorsanız sizi çok tatmin etmeyebilir ama ikisini çok başarılı bir şekilde, başarılı bir senaryoyla bir araya getiren isim de Barry Levinson olmuş ki Yağmur Adam'ın ünlü yönetmeni bu sefer Bruce Willis'le çalışıyor ve Haydut filmini hemen tanımaya başlıyoruz. Number One TV Home Sinema'da sizleri her hafta bir de klasik filmle tanıştırıyoruz. Belki çok önceleri televizyonlarda seyrettiğiniz ya da hafızalarınızda yer eden bazı filmlerin DVD olarak seyretme şansınız var. Bu haftaki filmimiz HMS Defiant. Bu aslında savaş filmi. Eğer gemilerin olduğu, filoların olduğu savaş filmlerinden hoşlanıyorsanız bu filmi mutlaka seyredin. Bir İngiliz donanması, Napolyon donanmasıyla karşı karşıya gelecek. Hem savaşın stresi hem de bu donanmanın içindeki çıkan isyanı bastırmaya çalışan büyük bir kaptanın hikayesi. Hemen bu filmi tanımaya başlıyoruz. Number One TV Home Sinema'da özel dosyamıza devam ediyoruz. Bir özel dosya için çok özel bir film Mission Impossible 2. Tanımaya devam ediyoruz. Bu filmin birçok özelliği var. Yani kamera arkası görüntüleri, çekim teknikleri, aynı zamanda müzikal olarak da çok başarılı bir soundtrack'e sahip. Mission Impossible özellikle rock müzik ve türevlerinden birçok ismi bir araya getirdi. Limp Bizkit gibi, Metallica gibi. Şimdi John Woo'yla Tom Cruise'la Mission Impossible'ın kamera arkası görüntülerine devam ediyoruz.
In the original script, I don't remember which draft. They were only, talk in the room. There was a scene that Tom tried to convince her to work together, and I just feel it's pretty boring, So I suggest using a car chase instead of speaking in the talking in the room, that thing. I think the car chase will show a lot more of energy and more life and more romantic.
The storyboards for the car chase, they start on Tom basically chasing Naya. And once again, John didn't want a regular car chase. To him, this was basically a courtship. That was the idea of the car chase. And he wanted it to be intense, high action, but at the same time, what it really was about was a courtship between Naya and Ethan. It's like a kid's game almost, and yet it gets out of control is the idea.
Whoa! Watch the road, watch the road.
In their fun and games, Naya loses control of the car and Ethan, Tom, is forced to save her. As Tom cuts her off, the car is going to a spin, which again, to John, it's like a dance move.
Their relationship getting closer and closer, and seems like they're making love.
That's just part of John's vision of this courtship that makes it unique. The end spin part, we had to build a track in the road, because to get two cars to connect and spin like that all the way up to the edge of a cliff is not really possible with two real cars. So we had two cars that were mounted to a turntable, and a track, a 200-yard track was buried underneath the road, and these cars would actually spin right up to the edge of the cliffs.
I mean, I remember thinking, what if here we are on this rig being thrown, hurtling to the edge of the cliff? Anything could go wrong, and you just had to put your trust in the team, and they were really fantastic.
She was hanging probably 100 feet off the ground.
It was a first time for her. He had never do such kind of a stunt before, and she got struggling and pretending, and Tom pulled it up very fast.
It's a pretty hairy sequence, actually, as far as film. We're on the top of a cliff, and there's no guardrail.
The scene was pretty dangerous because the cliff was so high, and the road was so narrow. I guess it was a pretty scary moment. When I'm talking with Tom, and I find this guy is actually very charming. He had a lot of great energy. He liked everything fast. He liked a flying plane. He liked motorcycle. He liked speed. He liked everything fast. So that gave me the idea to create a motorcycle chase scene, because I thought that only the motorcycle could show the real speed.
The motorcycle chase, originally the motorcycle chase was a car chase, so that changed a lot during the whole course of our time in Australia. We went through a lot of different sequences, and so the chase kept evolving. Eventually it evolved into this chase, which was two motorcycles, which is kind of more man-on-man thing anyway, so in the end I think John was happy. His vision, again, when he gets into these kind of things, he likes two things. One, he wants it to be very fluid and dance-like rather than just a regular chase. And two, he likes to make it new and exciting for the audience. The nose wheelie, say, where the bike does a nose wheelie, I mean, I really like that sequence a lot. It's way over the top, but it's just so visually exciting to watch. And the car slid almost under it. Several times I think he probably was under his back wheel. The bike would go up on its nose, spin around, and we could concentrate on Tom pulling his hand off the handlebar with the gun, shooting the car as it goes by and exploding. It's called a cannon roll. The principle is there's a hole that is ejected out of the base of the car, which the stuntman driving, he sets the car into a slide, and then he hits a button which propels his telephone pole. It's a piece of a telephone pole out through the bottom of the car and sets the car flipping end over end. The guy who did that is Gil Combs. He's done probably 40 of them. It's a semi-controlled situation just because of his experience.
I feel great. I still got the old adrenaline rush going. And...
Oh!
Be safe. Don't try this at home.
Number One TV Home Sinema'da şimdi DVD'leri kazanma şansı. Dediğimiz gibi bu hafta basit bir sorumuz var ve kazanacağınız çok keyifli DVD filmler var. Önce e-mail adresimizi hatırlayalım. homesinema@numberone.com.tr homesinema@numberone.com.tr Mission Impossible bu haftanın filmiydi. Özel dosyamızı açtık. Şimdi bu filmin bir de ilki vardı. Görevimiz tehlike. Yine başrolünde Tom Cruise vardı. Ancak bu sefer yönetmen farklı. 96 yılında çevrilen bu filmin yönetmenini bize hemen yollayın ve biraz sonra göreceğiniz DVD filmleri kazanın. Önce e-mail adresimizi tekrar edelim. homesinema@numberone.com.tr Number One TV Home Sinema'da bu haftanın filmi dedik. Gerçekten hemen hemen bütün özel bölümlerimizde Mission Impossible vardı. Kapanışımızda da Mission Impossible var. Sizlere bahsetmiştik. Çok başarılı bir soundtrack albümü beraberinde getirdi Mission Impossible. Ve bu soundtrack albümden hepimizin aklında kalan en önemli parça da Metallica'nın en iyi parçalar listesine girebilecek bir parçası ve video klibi. I Disappear, biraz sonra video klibini seyredeceksiniz. Home Sinema tamamlandı. Bir başka programda yine size yeni çıkanları, klasikleri ve özel dosyalarıyla güzel bir program hazırlayacağız. O zamana kadar kendinize iyi bakın.